In the next hour, Donald Trump is set to rally in Aurora, Colorado, a Denver suburb he has described as a war zone, where he claims Vice President Harris has allowed illegal immigrant gangs to terrorize the city. Democratic Congressman Jason Crow represents Aurora and joins me now. I'm glad you're here because we literally just found out something from the Trump campaign. A senior official gave it to us on background, but let me read some of it to you if I can, Congressman. Today in Aurora, Colorado, President Trump will be announcing Operation Aurora at the federal level to remove illegal migrant members of the very dangerous transnational Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, or TDA. The gang member removal program will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to target and dismantle every illegal migrant criminal network operating on American soil. I will let you deconstruct that.
Well, thank you for having me. And I want to start by saying that Donald Trump's lies, his distortions, and frankly, his views of immigrants and refugees, his demonization of these folks is just not welcome here. You know, this is my home. These are my constituents. We are a community that takes great pride in our immigrant and refugee neighbors. They are business owners. They are our neighbors. They are our friends. We find great pride and great strength in our diversity as a community, and the manner in which he has demonized these folks is unacceptable. The second thing I'll say is, you know, his supposed Operation Aurora, and I've heard about this previously. Frankly, this is already illegal, right? And this already happens. I work very closely with local law enforcement and federal law enforcement. They are doing their job. They have responded to the isolated incidents of gang violence and gang activity in the area. It's been very minimal. It's been very isolated. They have responded and they have dealt with it, right? And then we have a system to deal with this. So they are making something up into a larger issue that just simply does not reflect reality. This is a strong community. It's a safe community. It's a vibrant community. And we are very proud to tell the real story of what Aurora, Colorado is about.
You and other local officials, congressmen, have, and I should say, including the Republican mayor, have been aggressively pushing back against Trump's unfounded claims. But I wonder, since you're there and on the ground, what effect does demonizing immigrants in your community have on them and your community?
Well, there's a couple of things going on here. One is Donald Trump is trying to distract attention away from his policies and what he's really trying to achieve here, right? He's telling lies about just about everything right now, from immigrants in Ohio to immigrants in Aurora, Colorado, to the federal government response to hurricanes in the South and Southeast United States, which have been overwhelmingly and just unanimously refuted by Republican governors and everybody else. He just lies, and he's lying about things because he wants to distract attention away from what he's trying to do. And that is impose a national abortion ban in the United States, to gut environmental protections for clean air and clean water and to address the climate crisis, to gut common sense gun violence prevention to make our communities safer, to make huge tax cuts for billionaires and our largest corporations that will be paid for by the middle class. That is his agenda. He doesn't want to talk about it because he knows it's overwhelmingly opposed by Americans. So he makes up these lies and he sows these lies that try to demonize us. The other thing he's trying to do is just divide Americans, right? He is all about dividing us and trying to pit us against each other. And, you know, it is an age-old and sad story that folks like him try to use immigrants as that flashpoint. But we're just not going to let it happen. We're going to stand up and tell the real story of this community, the American story, that there's amazing folks in this community who have come from other places in the world that are essential to our community story and our national story.
Congressman Jason Crow from Aurora, Colorado. Just a personal note, I've spent more than a little bit of time there over the years, including covering an Olympic gold medalist and her family, who have been extraordinarily welcoming. So thank you for coming on the program, and we appreciate you letting us understand what you know about your community. Thank you.
Thank you.